Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Yo. I am talking into a microphone.
I'm trying to. It's not working. All right.
It was working, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, wait, I already set it up. So shut up. Oh, yeah. All right. Do-did-it. Mic check, mic check.
Mic check,
Yo,
mic
what up,
check,
what
check,
up?
check,
Yep,
check,
tell
mic.
me, talk about it.
Mic's still live. Let me check mic out.
There has been an awakening.
You got the fancy transitions on this shit,
You
too.
felt it.
You know what I'm saying?
Hello, what have we here?
You guys are so funny.
Hello.
Holy shit. It ain't C3 penis face and R2 dickhead.
Hello there.
Dickhead.
Found someone you have, I would say.
May the force be with us. Fucking A.
Good day, Galaxy. Rogue Squadron Podcast here. It's going to be a normal ass episode. I am Mopar.
I am Commander Cody.
No special guests today, but we do have some things we're going to get into. But first of all, thank you for tuning in. It's been a glorious day here in Columbus, Ohio. Kinda-ish, maybe.
It was cold. It was cold this morning. Stop.
It was 60 degrees.
No, it was like 50.
I'll take it. It was.
It's almost May. It's supposed to be nice.
It's almost midnight. We haven't seen the sun yet today, so
It's true.
we,
That's what happens. That's a nice day in Ohio.
we missed out on the
Apparently.
solar beams. We are the Rogue Squadron Podcast. We are going to talk about some Star Wars and nerd stuff, and we're going to go into our beer review here real quick. But this is episode 68, so thanks, guys, for tuning in once again.
Absolutely.
As
Everyone
we-
that's
We're talking...
about
We're based out of Columbus, Ohio, which, if you are local, we're going to be entertaining everyone down at the Gateway Film Center.
it's true.
For Star Wars Day, which is May 4th. So May the 4th be with you. We're going to be doing some giveaways, just Star Wars nerd nonsense. We're going to have local artists there. We're going to do some trivia. Did I say giveaways? We're giving away some shit. And we're going to be doing a live episode there. So show up, nerd out. We're going to be... beer.
Beer reps from local Columbus breweries and a nice variety of their beers on tap
Happy hour.
for the first 2.5 hours. $4 Ohio
2.5
drafts.
hours. I told someone that, and they said till 7, right? I said, no,
7:30.
7:30. Everyone's like, oh, you fucking kidding me? Oh, my God.
Extra half hour of
That's
drinking.
like, oh, my God. And you can drink after that.
You can
just
drink
full-
all night, just
full
an
price.
extra like $1 or $2.
So please, if you have any questions for us, you can find it on our Facebook page, Rogue Squadron Podcast. Shoot us a question on there. Or if you are a local artist and interested, shoot us an email, roguesquadronpodcast@gmail.com.
It's true.
So, and we can get you integrated into the nonsense. And we're just looking to have a good time with all the locals and kind of have some fun.
Almost died. Yeah, we have a few local artists that are going to come. He mentioned that, a cosplayer. And we're trying to get the Ohio 501st on board. So if you know anyone, put in a good word for the Empire. Trying to get people to show up. But we
trying
have
to
some
get 'em
prints to
all.
give away. And one thing you didn't mention, we're going to be trying to have some of that classic Battlefront 2 action on some televisions and Xboxes.
We're going to see how it goes. Yeah, we're going to try to set up maybe a little Battlefront 2 tournament.
We just don't know if people are as obsessed with Battlefront 2 as we are. So
They
we'll
are,
find out.
and they will play, and they will lose.
Yes, Mopar will take names in Mos Eisley Assault.
I'm excited. I'm actually really excited because I'm good on being the good guys and the bad guys. I've got my Vader and I've got my...
because I'm just good at the whole game.
Because I jerk off to it twice a week, so... No,
You can't win the tournament at your own event.
I know, that's the thing that sucks. I don't think I'm going to be able to enter. But I will play the champion. So yeah, show up,
Maybe we'll
show
do that.
out. Tell your friends if you're local. It's Wednesday, May 4th. After work, show the fuck up. Have some beers, hang out. Who cares? Even if you're not... If
you don't come, I
if you
care.
don't know who we are, then you're not fucking listening. So...
And if
Goodbye.
you heard this after May 4th, you missed out, so you're going to have to wait a year.
Yeah, we are going to try this, make this an annual thing. So if everyone likes it, shows up. Gateway likes it, makes them a bit of money, bit of Dactaries
Bit
off
of money
us.
at the bar.
What
Star
what's
Wars
it called?
fans drink, you know that.
Dactaries? They're
There's
not
no
Dact.
C. It's Dataries.
Dataries?
Dataries. I looked it up because I
Dataries?
was like, what?
Republic Dataries?
Dataries.
Interesting.
It's
Okay,
just
guys.
the Liam Neeson accent.
Is that who says it?
Republic Dataries. I have 20,000 Republic Dataries.
Republic credits? All right, guys. Like I said, we do a weekly beer review, an episodely beer review because we're not always weekly. But today,
are
I'm
now.
excited because I picked up some weird shit. It's an imported German premium beer. It's Wolters. Jesus, you go ahead and spell it. I can't fucking talk today.
Wolters. Wolters.
Wolters Pilsner.
Volters.
Volters Pilsner.
Voltron beer.
Brewed tradition since 1627. Who makes it though?
According to the German purity law, it says. So they must have some crazy ass laws about beer brewing.
They said we're not sending that shit up unless it's perfect. Who makes this
If
stuff?
this beer is not perfect, it's not allowed to be made.
Is it made by Wolters?
I think it's Volters, yeah. It's German, dude. It's
But I see this says
Volt.
Hofbrauhaus.
that just means
What is this? Braunschweig.
Hofbrauhaus just means like brew house.
Yeah, but what is this Braunschweig? Oh, that's the street they're on.
Yes. Jackass.
Look at the German.
38102 Braunschweig. What the fuck is Braunschweig? Oh, it couldn't be a road or anything.
Yeah.
Hofbrauhaus is just like a brewery house.
Yeah, it's a brew house, brew hub.
of Volters.
Okay.
GmbH. I don't know what that means.
Gangster mother bitch heads. Okay, guys.
Obviously.
It's a Pilsner. So one of the reasons I bought this was, one, I haven't seen this fucking thing anywhere. Two, I've had a couple Pilsners lately, and it just wasn't doing it for
No?
me. So I'm kind of interested to see, have I lost my touch on it, or has it just been a couple bad Pilsners in a row? So I'm kind of excited for this. We're going to
Just
do
waiting
a
for it to spill over. Here it
quick,
goes.
quick sniff test. You're spilled over. Commander spilled over. Mopar is good to go.
Well, not yet. It's trying to.
Ooh, a little more zesty.
I can't smell it, though. No one can see that. Our camera's not good enough.
Yeah. Mine's slowly a brewing here.
See, that's what I was saying.
Crowning.
We didn't pour it, so I can't smell. So I say we just go ahead and drink it.
It smells like Pilsner Urquell, but a tad sweeter.
There is some sweetness.
There's just a tad. It's going to be a bit smoother.
Sure.
Okay, let's go. Nom, nom, nom. I gotta chew the head off my beer.
I can't drink because you make me laugh the whole time. Sweet Jesus.
Oh wow, I like this. It's got a bite at the end. Like a dryness bite.
I didn't get. That was not a good sip at all. I was laughing through half of it. There was foam everywhere. Freaking spilled half of it on my lap.
Foam party on my
Try to
lap.
say- I can't even see. Do something first. Guys.
No, I like it. It's awkwardly smooth, but it still has the skunkiness. I do like this. It's interesting.
Ooh.
Very
Ooh.
different. Very different.
I really like it.
Pilsner Urquell has more of a sharp bite. This is kind of, it's got the skunky flavor, but it's not as sharp, maybe, but it still has the bite at the end. If you don't know, Pilsners, they're kind of, I don't even know how else to say it. They're kind of known for their skunkiness. And what we're
Well,
talking
traditional pilsners, like European.
European Pilsners.
Yeah.
And that's what we were talking about. Pilsner Urquell is a Czech Pilsner, one of the originals, I think. And it is almost disgustingly skunky, and I fucking love it. That's I
It
don't
is.
know.
I think it says like the original pilsner.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Like
that's why I said that.
1400 bullshit or something.
Yep, the Germans brought it in 200 years later, 1627. If you could see these beers, they're pretty authentic. They've got these like lion crests on it. Like if I was running into battle, this is what would be on my shield.
Yeah.
Like
Some Dark Souls
represent
shit.
the king, die, motherfuckers.
You ready for a tidbit of facts here?
Let's do this.
We didn't catch this when we reviewed the Urquell. Pilsner comes from the name Plzeň or Plzeň or however you say that from Czech Republic, which is where Pilsner Urquell was brewed. So it's literally named after the town where Pilsner Urquell is from.
I wonder what Urquell means, like original. So it's just like original Pilsner, which is like original. This is where it's from.
Original source of Pilsner. That's so awesome.
I love that being the name.
Yeah, so Pilsner is just a type of pale lager. That's all it is. It's
That's
fucking
like
awesome.
That's like these days. Just
$12.95. I said 1400. I thought that was extreme.
$12.95. Wow.
$12.95.
That's like
that's why we gave it a 3.
that's why we were like it's interesting because if we were to do that today, we just call a beer from Columbus. That's what our beer name because it's Pilsner Urquell, brewed at Pilsner, Pilsner.
Yeah, it would just be Columbus
Of-
Pilsner
It just what's your beer called? Of fucking Seabus. Jesus.
of Stevens
Of Seabus.
of Ohio. Duh.
No, I
I like this a lot.
back to the beer.
Yeah, drink it again.
I gotta say it's a good temperature too. Like it's not too chilled, and I usually like my beers really cold.
Me
Not
too.
gonna lie.
That's probably a mistake.
Yeah, it's got a good enough of the
You were
build
right
of
about the sweetness too. Little sweet, up front, little sweet, and then it.
I think that's a huge difference. That's the only difference between this and Urkel. This is a tad bit sweeter, so everything's just a tad softer on the taste buds.
4.9%, by the way.
So average. It's
Standard.
really cheap actually. $5.99 for a 6-pack. They are 11.2 ounces, which we're not going to talk about, but
All European beers like that. Even the Devel that cost $13.99 for a 4-pack.
well, you figure it's 11. Okay, so the 4.9 ABV is per volume. So if they were to add 0.8, the ABV would go down unless they added more alcohol as well. You see what I'm saying?
True.
So unless they added the 0.8 was all alcohol, then this shit would go up. All right, guys, we're done doing math rise.
This must be. This has to be one of their cheaper beers, like the German Bud Light or some shit. $6 imported.
That's what I'm saying.
Probably like $4 over there.
Like, well, yeah, or free. We'll just sell this shit overseas so we get free beer here.
Just hand it out. Keep everyone drunk. Yeah, I like it. In rating terms, I'm thinking a solid 2.
Solid 2 sounds good because it's not blowing me out of the park, but it's definitely jerking me out the. Wait,
Wagon.
the wagon. What wagon are we on?
I don't know. No, but I like it. It's not. I don't know.
It's hard to
I really loved it right up front.
It's really hard because it's so fucking cheap.
Yeah, you
That's
just
bumping
get
a 3. It's knocking
packs
on the
and
door.
packs of this and just get wrecked.
Yeah, it's definitely a drinkable beer if you like Pilsner. So it's knocking on the door 3, but I'm good with a solid 2.
Hey, 3.
Hey, 3, you hear me?
Coming for you.
One of these days I'm gonna break this door down.
Good. So if you find this at your local liquor store or beer haven,
It's gotta
Check
be
it
a
out.
craft beer place because even the original place that we go, I haven't seen this before. I would have noticed the box. The box is it's not a standard like 6-pack. It's like covered outside.
show the jerks on Twitch. Hey, check it out.
See it?
I can't hold it straight. Sorry.
You're drunk already.
Oh man, it's 4%. It's going crazy. And we were talking about the bottle too. So there you go. There's the lions and tigers and bears on my. It never focuses. We need a video
The
squad
depth,
here. We need
depth on that.
We need a video squad. That's all people can see. If you're listening, we apologize ahead of time. Also, everyone that is here on Twitch, thank you.
Thanks for tuning in.
Much appreciated. El Mandalore.
Nice name.
I haven't seen your name before, but I love it.
It's probably Mosley.
Spanish for
Asshole.
the Mandalore.
El Mandalore. Spanish for
That's from Out Cold. It's the name of their bar. Welcome to the El Matador. It's Spanish for the Matador. It's a bad joke.
it's a good joke. I love
All
it.
right. So, Mopar, I hear you have some topics that you want to talk about today.
We were supposed to talk about them before we got into the beer review, but we
I'm supposed
forgot.
to reel off. Just so you know, guys. Yeah. I'm turning into you. I can't talk.
Yep, I'll
Just
talk-
so
I'll talk for
guys
you.
know what to expect, but here we go.
A few things about episode 3, specifically the lackluster Palp versus Yoda fight. The second thing is episode 3 plot hole. Like, there's one thing that I thought about while I was at work a few days ago. I was just sitting there thinking about something. I'm like, the characters in the movie could have done this and prevented a fuck ton.
You mentioned plot hole, but I didn't know which one you were talking about
We'll get into it. Maybe we'll start with that.
because there's a lot.
PlayStation goes retro. Interesting thing that I saw. We
heard about
mentioned
that.
it, but Harrison's injury changed The Force Awakens.
Yes.
It not a huge way, but it did change it. And then there was a fan theory about Kylo saving Rey.
There's a lot of fan theories.
There is, but this one's actually a solid one, and it backs it up with like actual footage, and it's not like pulling strings from like you see shit happen, and you're like, oh shit, I didn't even really pay attention to that.
Right.
So let's start
I
with
love all of it.
Let's start with breaking down episode 3.
Yeah. So when you say plot hole, which one were you talking about?
So I want to make sure I get this right. We'll
there's a lot.
do the plot hole first. So think about getting the mindset of episode 3.
Yes.
We already know what's going to happen. Darth Vader or Anakin becomes Darth Vader.
Beautiful.
Sand. That's
All right,
number 2.
I'm in the
All
zone.
As far as plot holes, so Order 66 happens.
Yes.
All the Jedi are dead, basically. Shut up. Obi-Wan.
6 Jedi are dead that we know about.
Bunch of them.
They missed Obi.
Obi-Wan and Yoda
Yeah.
get on a Tantive 4 and go back to reverse the call to the
Yes.
the
beacon or
Jedi
whatever.
Temple.
Yeah.
While they're there, they find out Anakin's fallen to the dark side because of that hologram, the security fuck.
Yes, which doesn't make sense.
Right, who's filming that shit?
Well, because first of all, it only shows Anakin choking and slicing younglings, and then it all of a sudden cuts to the Emperor's chambers. Or the Chancellor. He's the fucking Chancellor. You don't have a secret camera in his freaking bedroom.
He's on the dark side.
Unless he
bro.
wants you to.
All right, but so
Yeah.
they figure it out.
Right.
Anakin's fallen.
Don't know how, but it
Anakin's
happens.
fallen, become Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Chancellor Palpatine's the Sith Lord. They find it out right
A
then and there.
Sith Lord.
A Sith Lord. So let's think about this.
Yes.
Obi-Wan, Yoda, and the Sith Lord are on the same fucking planet. Why the fuck did they not attack him together?
Yoda and Obi-Wan. Right.
Obi-Wan had to go all the fucking way out to Mustafar. Let's delay that a fucking day and beat the fuck out of the Emperor, and then we'll go attack
Well,
Vader
because
together.
Anakin's not doing anything out there.
He's
killed all
destroying
of-
your enemies.
Yeah, he killed all of Plagueis' henchmen, and then he's just chilling there waiting for Padme.
He's killing the Separatists. The only rebuttal is they didn't know exactly where Anakin had gone, and that's when Obi-Wan had to go talk to Padme, and if he missed that hiding on her ship, fine. But storyline wise, they could have
Yes.
double teamed.
They should have.
Sidious, possibly
Yes.
killed him,
Yes.
and then just went out and double teamed Anakin and killed him. Mm-hmm. Game over. But they couldn't have because
Why is this happening?
you sound like Anakin. Why is this happening? This wasn't in
I
my
don't know why I
dreams.
thought that would help it. I won't lose you, beer. Sorry.
Well,
yeah.
how long are we
I
gonna
think
lie
we've
to each
talked-
other? Your beer will foam over.
We've talked about this a little bit, and yes, they should have gone directly to Palp.
The issue is, for how good Palpatine is, he probably would have annihilated Obi-Wan. Pitted Obi-Wan again, not like turn him to the dark side, but used him like Obi-Wan's gonna die, better go save him.
Right.
And then got the fuck away. They wouldn't have killed him.
Yep.
And then he would have told Vader, dude, Obi-Wan's
I
still
need some
alive.
help.
Yeah, come over here. But still,
yeah.
Obi-Wan. I'm sorry. The Emperor versus Yoda. This leads into my lackluster. I know Obi-Wan versus Anakin is like the premier battle because they loved each other. They were brothers. But it's Sith Lord against the Jedi Master. And it lasts like 2.5 minutes. There's some lightning. They show a little bit when they're... It's epic, but the battle was not...
Epic because of the music.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I'm
he
getting-
was throwing the things at him, but I was like, this should have lasted longer than the other one.
I am more and more in the camp of like, I don't like Yoda fighting. Like, it's cool. It definitely looks awesome. Him and Dooku is pretty cool to watch, but the more I think about it, the more I watch it, I'm still like, Yoda's not supposed to do that. He's supposed to like tell people what to do. I also think Palpy shouldn't have had a lightsaber for a little bit either, just because I'm so used to him in, like 6. Doesn't give a fuck about a lightsaber. He can just think, and you should evaporate.
He's got his lightsaber. It's in
I know.
Vader's hand.
That's true.
He doesn't need to use it anymore.
Exactly. But yeah, I think it was not necessarily they dropped the ball because it is a little entertaining, but it could have been so much more. It should have been like all force powers, I feel. Especially because you can watch like and Emperor is standing in one place and he's just like moving his lightsaber like this. And you have Yoda doing 1,000 flips around the lightsaber. Just, I don't know.
It was
It could
lackluster.
have been so much more.
It was lackluster. I agree. Maybe they
Think
they should have used their lightsabers, but not traditionally. Like if Yoda were to push his lightsaber and then jump at him and like do some crazy shit.
Yeah, they making it so traditional that there was a lightsaber fight. They missed an opportunity. You have the two most strongest force powered people ever. Well, not ever, but at that point before Vader figures his shit out. Could have been a lot more.
Lackluster, man.
Yep, that's true.
I really don't think after saying that, I think Obi-Wan would have died if he went at the Emperor because he doesn't get it. Yoda barely gets it. He gets electrocuted and still just like he knows it's coming. He's like, oh shit, like I forget how to do this shit. Obi-Wan would do, but Dooku does the same thing, and Obi-Wan just holds up his lightsaber. Fuck you. All right.
Well, Dooku also annihilates Obi-Wan.
True. Very good.
What? Zap, fucking shoulder, thigh. Stop. I'm gonna fucking
Isn't that what he
put
does?
this landing ramp on you.
He electrocutes him and he just holds up his lightsaber. Nope. None of that.
I'll go in slowly on the left. The fuck you going slowly on the left for? That's 2. Sorry, that's episode 2.
Yeah, he just strolls in from the left.
No, I'm taking him. Nah! Sorry.
I'm gonna get killed.
In terms of plot holes, there's a lot of things that make sense when you really think about it. It just didn't come across very clearly in the film. Like, Palpatine just goes to the Senate chambers and he's like, oh, the Jedi tried to kill me. I murdered them all and I'm taking over. And only like 3 people are like feel weird about that at all. They could have come across it a different way and ended up with the same result, I feel. So that's where the plot holes are in my mind. It's like we end up getting to where we need to go, but there's just some dialogue that's honky or like, I don't know, stuff like that's
it makes
weird.
sense. I think it makes sense because think about it. If someone were to threaten Obama, it would unite the United States. No one would give a fuck. Like, we fuck with ourselves. No one else fucks with us. Hey, get the fuck out. Or you know how it is?
Yeah.
So if someone was fucking with the Chancellor who was seriously ending the Clone Wars, Grievous has died. Everyone's like, oh, he's actually doing some shit. Stuff's looking like it's gonna be better. And then someone tries to kill him and he looks all deformed. You're like, hey, fuckers, get the fuck out of my galaxy.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
He unifies. He knows he's that manipulative dick. That's what he is. Fuck him. I love him.
Makes sense.
All right. Episode 3 is still great.
Yeah, it is, of course. But we always want something to talk about.
So I'm going to go on a tangent because the rest of this stuff is basically The Force Awakens, and I do want to get into it, especially the theories. But quick tangent. PlayStation goes retro. So there was a device made that plugs into your NES and then Bluetooths to your PlayStation 4 controller. You can play NES with a PlayStation 4 controller. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, so you have the NES plugged into your TV?
Yeah. The system, everything's the same on the system. The only thing is you don't use the NES controller. You plug this little thing in, which emits Bluetooth to your... And it's just simple signals going back and forth. So it's a wireless NES playing with
What?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Just PlayStation?
I believe PlayStation 4 was the only one.
That's awesome, though.
It's just a little, like a USB memory stick. That's what it kind of looks like, except it's all black.
Right.
It plugs into the control port. They must just figure it out. A does this signal, B does this signal. There's only like 6 signals on the goddamn controller. Up, down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah.
8. So, and you can emit that through Bluetooth faster than anything nowadays. So it was just...
That's cool. I like it. Speaking of consoles, since we got Xbox Ones last week, we talked about that a little bit. I'm not a fan of the interface. It's kind of driving me nuts, really.
I think it's just I'm not used to it yet. I agree, and there's so much stuff on it that I don't really know where to go yet. I think it just hasn't settled in. I haven't played a lot either.
Confusing as fuck.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's more vertical than horizontal.
Why play? But I'm like, game's in, play the game. In terms of like scrolling through the menus and shit, like
I have been using, I gotta say, I have been using the home button a lot. So I'll be in the middle of a game, go home, and then I'll look something up on YouTube real quick, and then I'll go back to the game.
Is amazing. Yeah, you can just basically pause your game at any time and turn your Xbox off, turn it back on, and pick up where you left off. With the exception of certain games, like you can't do that in Battlefield because you're in the middle of a match. It'll kick you out. But fucking sweet.
And the capturing.
Yes.
You double tap on the home and then press X, and it'll, all day.
Yep. We haven't tried streaming yet from the Xbox
On Twitch.
because we don't have the Kinect, so we don't have a camera or a microphone.
So it'd just be a murderous.
You would just see the game. You couldn't hear us at all. So we'll have to get that before we can do. Because we actually looked it up. Because I have a ton of like mics and stuff, but I looked it up, and it said you can only use the Kinect with Xbox One. Because Microsoft is like, you can use it, you just gotta pay for it.
Right. Yeah.
But anyways,
Correct.
Dark Souls 3 is sweet.
I haven't been playing anything but Battlefield, and it's.
That's all you need to play. man.
I started
Battlefield's the
out.
shit.
I started out really well. Like every match, I was like top 4 maybe. Now I'm in middle of the pack, man. It's hard. It's the larger the maps, the worse off I am. I found that out, especially that I'm still missing my gun. So
Yeah.
I don't
You
want to
need
talk
the
about it too
SR2,
much because we talk about Battlefield all the time.
And you're sad.
I hate it.
You just gotta get the SR2 back. You'll be
I know.
right up there. I would love to talk about Dark Souls 3 since it's fairly new, but I want someone else on the show that has played it also to talk about with me. So maybe when Tommy Boy gets back in town, we can do a Dark Souls 3 recap or something.
Oh, will he be in town for event next week?
No, he won't be back till the end of May.
By the way,
What?
Civil War's coming out in a week and 2 days.
No, a week and a day.
Done.
Next week's gonna be epic. We have the May 4th event, and then we have Civil War, and then we're gonna have to do a recap like right after that.
Jesus.
Review.
We're gonna be. That's 2 nights in a row. That's just like 2 a.m.
podcast. That's what we do.
Yeah, it's gonna be 2 long nights.
All right. Anyways, distraction over. What were you talking about?
No,
No, distraction
the
not
Civil
over.
War-
Fucking Civil War.
I just finished up the Civil War comic book, and
Yeah.
I don't know what else to call it.
It's a book.
Right, but there's
says a book
there's
on it, doesn't it?
six or 7 books in it. So
I believe
Civil War number 7,
there's a term for it. Dimma will tell us.
Dimma,
Dimma, I'm waiting for you.
hurry the fuck up.
I feel like they're called. It's called a trade when they come out in separate issues, and then once they put them together in one collection, it's called a book.
Yeah, because this
I just made that up. So tell me.
is Civil War number 5. So
Yeah.
this is the entire collection of this. Number 6 is there. Couple things. There's a fuck ton of people in this that aren't in the movie at all.
And then we have no
Which
idea
is-
who they are.
Which is fine. Well, that too. But like people like Doctor Strange, the Fantastic Four, there's a lot of people in this that you're like, the Punisher's in it. Like there's people all over the fucking thing. 2, where the fuck's the Hulk? 3,
I'm so mad the Hawk's gone.
yeah, you
Sad.
just see him flying away at the end of Avengers 2.
Yeah, because he knows he's a danger to everybody.
So he just left.
Well,
Went to
I heard some people saying that there's
Planet Hulk.
the Planet Hawk offshoot, whatever you call it, that might
Shoot
be
off.
leading to that.
Man,
I don't know,
kinda
man.
hope they
I
don't.
do like the Hawk in Avengers and Avengers 2 a lot, and I love Mark Ruffalo as the Hawk. I hope he comes back soon.
He didn't leave, just the Hulk left. Mark's still here. He can still play it.
Yeah.
One major thing that it made me super excited about. One, the Punisher's a fucking badass, and I know a lot of people know this. The original,
When they're released separately, it's called a trade. As a collection of the separate issues, it's called a trade. When they go straight to a trade from the first print, they're called graphic novels. Says Dimma.
oh,
He's our comic companion. Comic consultant. What's the word? Comic correspondent.
comic guru.
That's the word I'm going to use. I like that alliteration, though. You got to do the C and the C. But anyways, you pumped for the movie now?
I truly have to read this again to really let it soak in. There's so much difference. Like the catalyst is the same, like we were talking about. We got to register superheroes. We got to register them all. Hillos.
Super Hillos.
Super helium. And people are mad about that. I get
Yeah.
it. That's the whole
Yeah.
gist of the movie as well. But like, so this one scene, and this isn't going to spoil anything because Doctor Strange isn't in it, but Doctor Strange goes missing basically. So he's not on Team Cap or Team Iron Man. And what the? God fucking ass dick. My God.
Can't talk about the comic because you got a beer.
No, look at it spilled all over. Fucking pieces of dick. Oh, look at that. Subway. Clean my shit up. All right.
This guy over here.
What I'm talking about. Okay, guys, thanks. I'm
Beer,
back.
if you're
What
not, and if you're not watching, the
This
beer spilled,
look at it.
and we had to wipe it up. So this is what's happening.
It's
right now.
coming.
And it's a live podcast, so I'm not going to edit it out. So you're just going to listen through this.
Foaming. Yeah,
Laugh
it
at
just won't stop.
Foam.
Foam, go. Drink.
Anyways, we don't want to talk too crazy much about Civil War because we're going to do because we're going to be doing a Comic Virgin segment soon where us idiots who have only read like 3 lines of a comic book are going to try to talk about comic books. It's going to be entertaining. That's coming soon, though. But for now,
All right, I want to read this one quote.
Little ditty.
And from my understanding, it's the one. I could be wrong, but it's basically Doctor Strange's master. Which, when I read the first Doctor Strange, he was called the One, I believe. And he goes up to Stephen Strange and says, why are you out of this battle? Why didn't you choose sides? Why are you just sitting here? And Doctor Strange doesn't really answer him, and he's like, you could stop this quarrel with a jester or a whisper. I'm like, holy fuck, how strong is Doctor Strange? Like, with just everyone died. Blink.
Just blink and like everyone shut up.
Just
Shake hands, be friends.
So that makes me, one,
beer.
excited for the Doctor Strange movie.
Yep.
Dude, you could stop this quarrel with a gesture or a whisper. And he says, gesture. Precisely. That's why I remain above the fray. So he's just like, I need to stay out of it because I could ruin everything if I wanted to.
Yeah, if he gets too involved, he could just fucking wreck people.
And he said something about, I don't want to choose the human landscape by myself. He's like, I want the people to choose it.
That makes sense.
I could go down there and fuck shit up.
That makes sense. Dimma, he's our comic correspondent. He said he's going to be up all night writing about Civil War.
I'm excited to read it.
I much approve. We'll be up all night recording about Civil War. Flame Skilt, whatever. Welcome to the chat.
Welcome.
Also, Acheron, level 246.
We are talking about, right now we're talking about the Civil War comic book.
But we're done with that pretty much.
One last thing. Spider-Man, everyone's astounded how strong and how crazy he is in this.
I'm so happy that he's back on Marvel.
Yeah.
Marvel Studios, the cinematic universe. I'm so excited.
It's cool because, there's a few characters in this that you think are just, they're stronger than everybody. And there's a couple times where Spider-Man's doing some shit and they take a step back. They're like, oh, fuck. Like, we need to stay the fuck out of that dude's
He's
way.
that strong?
Like,
Wow.
I mean, even in the trailer, Winter Soldier goes to punch, he just grabs it. He's like, hey, man, your arm's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And Winter Soldier's like, what the fuck is this kid?
And he's like 16 or whatever.
That's the same thing as Superman punching Batman and stopping it. You're like, that should never happen. I can't wait.
Well, apparently it should.
Yeah. I mean,
Because
Spider-Man.
we don't know the comics of Spider-Man, but because insects do have superhuman strength. Like ants can carry like 20 times their own body weight or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
So if you translate that to a human,
You're strong as
I
fuck.
should be able to carry like
Buildings.
1,500 pounds.
Be like,
Some
all right.
madness.
But that's still not that strong. A lot of it is his reflexes. Like he's crazy fast.
course, right.
He's acrobatic, and he's super strong. So he's basically the Hulk, smaller and faster.
And he's smart. He's Peter Parker.
He's not. He's actually not that smart. I mean, he's intelligent, but you're up against
Isn't he super smart because he builds his own shit in the comics?
Yeah.
You know?
That's kind of.
He goes to school for like science, I'm
Right.
stopping right now.
Well, the Amazing Spider-Man movie with Garfield.
Yeah.
He's super smart.
Yeah.
Oh, this is your formula.
So
Duh.
he's Batman, he's the Hawk, and he's he can stick to stuff.
And he's a spider. He's like Spider Hulk.
All at the same time.
Spider Hulk. Yeah, so I'm excited, especially for the Spider-Man stuff and the Doctor Strange movie. That's the gist of it.
Acheron asks if we're going to read Civil War 11.
What is Civil War 11? What's this go up to?
If you tuned in late to our explanation, we are comic virgins. So we are still kind of getting used to the comic universe.
I did just open this fucker up.
So
and
did it
there's
end at 10?
7. There's 7 books in this. 7.
He asked if we're going to read Civil War 11. So shit, I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Yeah, sorry. We
We will eventually. Have Dimma give us the details and we'll make sure it happens.
This is an epic picture right here. Captain America and helmetless Tony Hawk. Where the fuck you at?
Tony Hawk. That's the best name mistake you've ever made.
Tony Hawk.
We got Tony Hawk.
Skateboarding bitch. All right, guys, we're gonna get into the Force Awakens content here. Where did we want to start? Go ahead.
Civil War 2? It looks like he wrote 11, not 2 I's.
Oh,
Anyways, I'm confused. Last thing. Team Cap, Team Iron Man.
Iron Man. Come on, man.
Iron Man all day. Tune in the chat. What's team you guys on?
Well, from this book, Cap.
Really?
Yeah.
Just
Even though I
going on
know-
who's on the team, I'm going Iron Man for sure.
Well, the issue is Spider-Man changes sides in this,
Oh man. All right.
and that's a big sway, man.
A big sway.
It is a sway of power. We're like
I
a
know.
ship on the Indianic Ocean. Indianic lotion.
Lotion.
Time in. All right, guys. Force
Name of
Awakens.
the episode.
Indianic lotion. What I want to get into is Force Awakens stuff. Commander Kerner, whatever the fuck his name is.
Hey, me?
Commander. No, Kerner.
I'm the only commander.
Lord
please.
Kerner.
Have some respect.
Lord Kerner posted a fan theory list from YouTube.
Yeah.
And like it was like 8 to 10 of them. And half of them were just bullshit. Like Han lives. And it's like, come on, guys.
Han does not live. If you're listening, pay attention. I know you're very sad because Han Solo was awesome. But he's 80. He got stabbed through the chest. He fell about 1,000 feet. And then the fucking planet he was on blew the fuck up. He's dead.
He's dead a lot.
Accept it, man.
I mean, he's dead a bunch of times in that one scene. He does not live.
Live in the now.
But people are like, Maul lived. I'm like, one, Maul was a Sith. The dark side can keep you alive. Look
he
at
was
Anakin.
so pissed that he was like the dark side. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, look at Anakin. 2, Maul, I think, was like 24 when he attacked Qui-Gon. I think that
So he was
adds
still
up, right?
young?
He was a child when Palpatine was like 50. He found him as a child, like a baby.
Right?
So add 20 years, and now you're
baby
episode
Zabrak.
1. Yeah, he was a baby Zabrak, and that's what he still is. But
Half a baby Zabrak.
one of the theories was Kylo saved Rey. So what this is based off
During
of?
their fight.
What this is based off of
Goddamn beard.
is not during their fight. It was during her flashback nightmare thing when she picks up the lightsaber.
Oh, I see what you mean.
So during the lightsaber thing, you see Rey. She's a full adult. I don't know what this means, but she's laying on the ground. The storm's happening, and someone raises like an axe or something. It's about to kill her, and then you see Kylo's lightsaber go through that guy.
Yep.
And you're thinking, you just watch it. You're like, okay, that guy died, but you didn't
And it's
think
so
about it.
quick too.
Right.
Yeah.
But you didn't think about this guy was about to kill Rey, but Kylo stabbed him in the back, and you're like, wait.
Yeah, when you think about it, it's like he saved
He's-
Kylo, or he saved
Rey.
Rey. Yeah.
So that is a crazy theory, and I do like it because
like it a lot.
know there's a connection. Because what girl? The girl from Jakku.
He
Like,
knows. He knows it's
he
a girl.
rages,
He knows
and he
she's
doesn't.
out there.
He never kills her. He could easily kill her if he wanted to.
Yep.
And you see him out on the Starkiller base, and they're fighting. And even when he's got her back up against that canyon, I could show you the ways of the Force. You need a teacher. It's like, dude, just kill her. Well, I can't because I know her. We used to date
When we were 7.
when we were sisters and brother. It's only the Skywalker way.
Make out with your sister.
So I think that's a solid because it had film backing. Like you watch that and you're like, whoa, I didn't see that before.
Right.
That makes so much sense. And you can feel the connection. What do you think?
I like it. I'm 100% on board with that one. Not 100%.
That's it?
I like it. No, I do. I honestly, it makes sense. You pretty much said everything I had to say.
Well,
It's
think
right
about
there in
'cause
front of your
even-
face.
But even Snoke knows her.
Watch the scene.
Scavenger, and she's strong in the Force. Like he knows.
That's true.
Snoke knows who it is. Kylo knows who it is, and I feel like Han knew who it was, but he didn't bring it up. He's like, you know what? You're that girl, aren't you? So I think all three of those characters know who Rey is, but she doesn't know it, which leads into the second theory that Rey was trained as a Jedi. Oh, this is two theories in one. Rey was trained as a Jedi with Luke. Kylo was gonna go kill some shit, so Kylo took her to Jakku, left her there,
Erased her memory.
erased her memory, and went back to I'm gonna kill a bunch of Jedi Island, and did it.
Right?
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it makes sense. Revan style. She got her memory erased.
right. So she was trained in the Force, and that's what makes it legit in Episode 7 when she all of a sudden like just starts knowing how to do shit.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what happened to Revan. Like, dude, you're Revan. You're like, oh shit, I am. No wonder I'm fucking strong.
Wow, I never connected Rey and Revan before. But it's true.
Rubra.
Now I'm about to go play KOTOR with a female character and name her Rey.
I always name him Revan. Even if it's Rey.
That's very similar. I like it a lot. The only thing I would say to that is Kylo wants to train her in 7 when they're at the end of that fight. Why wouldn't you keep her as your apprentice if she's that young?
Well, I think that's what might have happened. If she would have said, yeah, let's do that, he would have been like, fuck you, Snoke. Go train this girl. We're going to go find Luke again. And we're going to be a...
What if that's
court-
before he met Snoke, though?
What do you mean?
Like, how do we know the timeline of when he met Snoke and when he went crazy and, like, killed the Jedi and
I don't
peaced out?
see, and that's another theory is Kylo is a double agent, that he's not truly evil, that he's undercover, trying to be bad, and that's why killing his father was such a crazy thing.
We talked about that in a past episode. I still like that theory.
I think it makes sense.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot going on because I do believe that maybe Rey's memory has been wiped and that Kylo's a double agent. So how that fits together and how it works,
Because that would be the craziest twist in
like
episode 9.
is it Luke that told Kylo, you need to go crazy, kill these Jedi? Why? Because that's the only way this guy's gonna find you. And maybe that's why Luke just went off by himself. He's like, dude, I did a terrible thing. Hopefully for the greater good, because if Kylo goes out there and dies, then all these Jedi died for no reason.
That's some Jon Snow shit. Join the Wildlings. Be one of them. Kill Men in Black if you have to. Not Men in Black.
J and K, don't press the button.
What the fuck are they called? The Night's Watch.
Men
Take the
in
black.
Black.
Take the black. You know what I meant. But kill your brothers if you have to in order so you can be a double agent. I like that. We talked about that a while ago. I still like that idea. Because I don't like the... I hate to think that the son of Han and Leia and the apprentice of Luke
Just
went
fell.
evil for no reason.
Without the Sith around. Like, it's just... I feel like the dark side... Well, the Force in general is in such a flux, and we've talked about this, so... I feel like there's not that much of a pull either way, that it's kind of leveling out because there's not beings, testing the Force each way. They're just it's kind of settling. It's
Like
like
causing galactic wars just to engineer their own political gain.
Well, it's just like the Emperor and Vader threw a Sith rock into a pond, and the pond's like, oh shit, and everything went crazy, and Jedi died. And
Dude, that whole struggle of the prequels.
yeah,
I'm going to disrupt the entire fucking galaxy just so I can move a few steps up the peg in the political game.
and
It's so epic. It's so like on a huge scale.
and that. Well, I don't even know what you call it, that ideology that I just did, where it's got a Sith stone and throwing it. That's exactly analogy. The astronomy of it. That's exactly what Plagueis wanted to do. Was not only use the Force, but control the Force. He wanted to bend the Force to his will. So if he wanted someone to feel the light side, he would make the Force make them feel it. So he would just use the Force, not use the Force.
We'll use the Force.
Command the Force.
It's not how the Force works, Mobar.
Don't do it. Yeah, I'm excited. And what was the Snoke theory, that he is himself?
It's just a new character.
He's a new character, but there was something behind it.
The dude in the video, his backing for Snoke being a brand new character was that Snoke wants Kylo to kill Han so that he doesn't have any emotional attachment anymore. Which goes against what the Sith usually want. They want hatred and rage and anger and emotion to feed off of.
Well,
he kind of presented it in a way that Snoke, he wants the opposite because he saw that
Vader's love for
Vader's
Luke.
emotions ended the Empire, and he thinks if that happens again, then it's going to ruin the First Order.
But Vader's
That's his
emotions.
argument.
Vader's emotions also created the Empire.
That one's a little weak. Interesting, but a little weak. Because Snoke didn't say anything about emotion.
That's what I was
He's like,
lost.
you have to kill your dad. That's all he said.
He made it sound like it was a quote that he said. I'm like, I don't
Maybe
remember.
he was pulling lines from the novel of Force Awakens.
True.
That could be it.
That's another thing that I'm slowly getting into. And it is such a big book. It's a quick, easy read, but I'm still getting into it. Did I show this last episode?
Yeah, you did.
Well,
So don't
those of
show
you
it
that
again.
haven't seen it, Lost Stars is the novel that leads up to The Force Awakens. So I'm trying to get through this to understand how the galaxy is running right now. So I get an understanding of the new canon.
Yes.
But yeah. One thing in episode 7 that's in all the other ones.
I have a bad feeling about this.
That's said in it. There was no bumbling idiot.
Oh, one thing that's not in all the other ones.
No,
Yes.
that is in all the other ones. In episode 7, there's no bumbling idiot. You have Jar Jar through the prequels, and we have a lot of C-3PO through the originals.
I mean, you
s-
could say it's still 3PO.
You see him for maybe a minute total, and even like 45 seconds of it, he's actually like, "Hey, we should figure out how to kill this base." And
Oh,
like,
R2 hasn't woken up in a fucking 10 years.
can't bitch at him. So I mean, what would you say? Finn was the bumbling idiot because he's like, "Yeah, junkyard." Like he was the comedic release, but he wasn't a bumbling
I see
idiot.
what, like the comic relief. See, that's the thing is the comic relief doesn't always have to be a fucking
Bumbling idiot.
retard.
A space rat.
And I'm lucky that it was Finn cracking jokes. Ray made a few one-liners. Han made a few one-liners.
That's not how the Force works.
Yeah, you can have comic relief without having fucking cartoon rabbit that talks like a retard.
You could say, I laughed when Snoke was talking shit like they were fucking fraternity brothers. Dude, the scavenger beat you. She's strong in the Force. She's
strong in the Force.
He gets so mad. I love it.
I love Kylo. So
Yeah, no
excited.
bumbling idiot in The Force Awakens, which
Thank God.
it's weird because that's such a George Lucas thing that we need wise person. We got Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan dies, Han will be the wise old guy. And in the early ones, it's pretty much
No,
Obi-Wan.
then it's Yoda.
Yoda, yeah, true.
Obi-Wan, then Yoda.
Yeah. And then Luke is the wise one in 6, which is the bad thing.
Yeah, kinda. Yoda's still for the, like, well, actually no. He's only got like 1-2 scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luke is the wise one in 6. I can't do it. You have Luke coming of age, and then you have teddy bears beating the 501st. So let's talk about that.
And
Any
that's-
prequel haters? We'll start there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to rewatch 6. I'm gonna watch Force Awakens again. Once
I'm probably
I get
gonna watch episode 7 like 20 more times. We have to do a commentary for that shit too.
to do it right now. Okay. Harrison's injury changed Finn and Rey's relationship.
Yes.
So what happened was they were filming on the Millennium Falcon, the set. I guess there's actually like a pneumatic door that they made the doors work like that, and it came crushing down on Harrison's hollow boned ankle. So it crushed
Poor
it.
elderly foot.
Yeah, and broke his ankle or something, and that gave him like 3 weeks of like no filming.
Right.
And during those 3 weeks, JJ rewrote that not the entire scene, but the relationship and how Rey and Finn react to each other. And
Right.
Which
He didn't go
said
into
it
much
was
detail about how they were originally written.
They
didn't
were,
say much about that.
They were opposing characters. And
Interesting.
while
That's
they
really
still
all he said, though, right?
Yeah, I think. And while they still didn't agree with each other, they were still like, yeah, let's go do this. You know, they were for it.
I'm for it. But them becoming best friends makes so much more sense.
No, we can't go back to Jakku. Love it.
No. That one. Sorry. I had that
If you don't
stuck
get it,
in
we're
my
gonna
head.
die. No.
Yes.
No.
Fill this table with poisonous gas.
Can you?
I love it. I love all the relationships. I want to see more about Poe and Finn. I love Finn and Rey. I love Han and Leia. I love Kylo and Han. I love Kylo and Hux.
Yeah,
Hux,
they're
fuck you, dude.
they're bickering.
I can choke the shit out of you right now. Shut up.
but I can't because Snoke would probably be pissed.
That's true.
Because
He
I
would-
can't
he would
run
be-
an army.
He would be very
I
displeased.
can't run an army and be a
That's true.
Dark Jedi.
But it's all the relationships are just on point in that one. In 7.
What would you label Kylo?
I mean,
Like, what is he? He's a lost Jedi, a Dark Jedi.
we don't really even know what to call him.
They only say the word Jedi once, and it was like Rey saying, "The Jedi were real." Oh, they were real. Mumbo jumbo. Remember?
Yeah. What would I call him? At this point, we don't know enough. I would probably just say Dark Jedi.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, we really haven't. We don't have enough information. Because you never know. Like Snoke could be bringing some stuff from the Sith teachings. You know what I mean?
I don't think he is.
Just like I'm a Sith, but some of the stuff didn't work, so we're gonna leave some of that. And
All of it worked. It worked perfectly.
I know. I'm just speculating.
Vader's hard on for his son just fucked it all up. Right at the end. Right at the tip. Boop. All right.
He tried to choke Padme. It would have left him with no attachments at all. He would have been perfectly suited to run the Empire.
True.
That was really, really cruel. I'm very sorry for saying that.
Yeah, there would have been nothing in his way.
Yeah. Episode 7. So good. So good. Please don't talk shit. Just watch it. Just watch it and love it and cherish it.
Let's do it.
I'm ready.
Kylo versus Boba.
Kylo versus Boba. Kylo Ren, stop.
Really?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. I go Boba.
You saw Kylo. Boba has no force powers.
Boba has a lightsaber.
Kylo did not have a matchup until Rey.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Boba would come in with some tactics. Like, he would try to use stasis, but there'd be flames in his eyeballs already from his flamethrower. Then he'd use his wrap up so he can't raise his arms up, and then shoot him in the throat.
This is the tough thing when trying to... People that use the Force are on a completely different field than anyone else.
You would hope.
It doesn't matter.
You would hope.
If they're trained properly.
He's not.
Well, he can, but he can sense. He has Force abilities. He can sense it. He has a strong connection with the Force, even though he's not totally refined yet.
Then why was Grievous such an issue for all the Jedi?
Because he was trained in the lightsaber arts, and he had 4 fucking lightsabers.
So he doesn't know the Force. He's not Force sensitive.
Yeah, but he has 4 lightsabers.
Yeah,
But he's
Boba
inhumanly
has-
fast and strong and agile and
Boba-
whatever because he's a fucking
Boba's
robot.
a death missile.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he has a death
He's
missile.
an extremely trained bounty hunter with armor on. General Grievous is an almost indestructible robot that can do anything and move quicker than a Jedi, and he has 4 legs and he can crawl around like a spider. Not 4 legs, 4 lightsabers, and he can crawl around like a spider.
He's got like 6 appendages.
Yeah, too many.
Too many.
Take all right, so here's what you take. If Boba Fett's brain and like reactions and instincts and everything could be transplanted into a cyborg, it would be unstoppable.
I mean, you just described Grievous.
Well,
he
but
wasn't.
no, that's what I mean. If it was Boba Fett's brain though, instead of some random Kalish general that I don't remember his name.
Mother of Dragons?
No, Kalish. That's the fucking it's his species. Anyways, doesn't matter what Boba Fett comes up to do. A Force sensitive should be able to sense that something is about to happen and just stop, please. Thank you.
I know he does with Poe, and he turns around just like, try again. But I feel like Boba's gonna come at him with so much shit. He's gonna have like proximity mines on the ground. He's gonna be flamethrowing his ass. He's gonna be flying around, and there's shit everywhere. He's gonna be using like environment tactics.
That's how it would have to happen. He would have to set traps and lure him into a particular
fine.
spot.
That's fine.
But why are they fighting each other in the first place?
They're pissed off.
That's what I'm saying. If
They
you
both wanna-
drop those two into an arena,
They
and
both
tell them
wanna
to
kiss
fight,
Rey.
Kylo would fuck him up.
I don't know.
If Kylo was looking for Boba Fett for some reason, I think Boba Fett would definitely have the advantage.
What if Slave 1, if Boba's flying Slave 1 and Kylo's got his Vuva ship,
What's the name of that awful fucking ship? The Finalizer?
the Emancipator?
That's the worst. JJ, why? That's the worst name for a Star
The
Destroyer.
Finalizer is horrific.
The Executor I can deal with because it was 83, or it was 80, but seriously.
The Finalizer.
I'm going to finalize some shit. Actually, I'm not going to because Star Killer Base blew up, so never mind.
Like, you're just gonna. This is the compressor. This is the microwave. And this is like what? Where are you pulling
It's like
this
they
shit
took
from?
the finisher from The Undertaker, whatever the fuck, and it was just
The finisher.
the finisher. Wait, that's from something.
This Star Destroyer is called the People's Elbow.
I feel like they wanted to call it the finisher from like a wrestling move, but then that was a little too terrible, so they changed it a little bit to the Finalizer. They're like, I can deal with that. No one's ever said Finalizer ever.
That should be the last time people say it.
Should be the last time, first and last time. But no, I think if one-on-one in a controlled setting, I think Kylo would definitely win.
I completely agree. I was just arguing for Boba for the fuck of it.
I know.
All right, guys.
Boba Fett's awesome.
Rogue Squadron Podcast. If you guys are tuning in live on the motherfucker,
Please. Every time. Every week. It's on a schedule. 8 o'clock. Tune in. Be on Twitch. Be ready and waiting for us. Get in the chat room. And then we're going to do a live podcast. And you all listen.
so like Commander said, we're live every Wednesday around 8 o'clock, so you can tune in live. If it's Tuesday and you're missing us, you can go to fucking iTunes, Rogue Squadron Podcast, click subscribe, and everything downloads for free. You can listen to these exact episodes
Whenever the hell you want.
whenever the hell you want. Go on there, hit subscribe, give us a rating and review. Be awesome about it. Also, we have a writer, Dimas Spider, who's been doing some awesome shit on our website. So if you want to
true.
go on there and look up some movie reviews or comic book reviews or or porn reviews or something. Wait, is that one up yet?
Twilight NASCAR porn, I think he was one he was talking about.
NASCAR porn.
So I know we just ranted and raved about Wednesday nights on Twitch. Next week is our May the 4th Be With You event, which is on a Wednesday. So we will not be on Twitch in this little bedroom studio thing that's going on. We will be at our live event at Gateway. We will try to stream it live, but there are no guarantees because, I can only drink so much beer and record at once. Throw video in the mix, and I just don't know what's going on. So we'll see what happens. But everyone, subscribe, hit that follow button right on Twitch, and then you can watch some of our old streams from the past few episodes. And then, Mopar said, everything's on iTunes. Check it out.
If you have any questions about the event, it's on Facebook.
Yes.
So you can go to Rogue Squadron Podcast on Facebook, search us up, click that like while you're there. But if you have any questions, the details are on there if you missed it while we were talking right now. So
It's true. More details will be, any and all details will be right there on the event page. We only got 6 days now.
yeah, we're updating. I mean, we are still getting requests and craziness in every day, so we might be updating stuff. The time, the place, and the date are not changing, but guests, giveaways, shit like that might be changing. There is a possibility of, what was that? That documentary, the Star Wars documentary filmmaking craziness may or may not happen.
It's not happening.
No.
There's a documentary about the making of episode 4 that comes out on Friday, which is May 6th. And us and the Gateway crew were like, that's 2 days from May the 4th Be With You. Why the fuck wouldn't you put it out on May 4th? But I guess distribution rights and shit is crazy with the studio, so they just
Disney.
won't let us have it early.
Disney holds that
So-
shit now.
Yeah, it's
They
all
decided-
just like, more
More-
you tighten your grasp.
The more movies that slip through your fingers.
So, unfortunately, we can't do that. Part of the giveaways and raffles that we will be doing, though, are free tickets to watch that documentary about episode 4 when it comes out on Friday, May 6th. So, if you're there, you can see the movie for free, the documentary for free.
Sweet.
Regardless, you should go. So, fuck it.
Awesome. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. I am Opar.
I'm Commander Cody.
Stay salty, San Diego. What happened? All right, guys.
I like ending it on that. That's hilarious. Stay
All right.
salty, San Diego.
We are no longer recording, but we are still streaming on Twitch. So
Unfortunately.
if you guys have any questions for us, motherfucker left already. This is just the two dicks.
Acheron. I feel like an idiot, but at the same time, he literally did write Civil War 1-1, which looks like 11. If it was supposed to be Roman numerals, it should be I.
Yeah.
Civil War I. Like that.
I guess that does look like a 1-1, by the way.
But he literally did write. Did you hear that?
Nina, stop. What happened? This stuff's really good. We should try to, at the end of every episode, be like, this is what we were drinking. We always forget that.
That's a good idea, actually.
The wife is pissed. It's not my fault. Gets hot in the studio. Gets hot in the studio, guys. We can't have our windows open because it sounds terrible during the recording. So. Na 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 na.
about the plane joke.
We talked about it enough.
No, the trailer.
Oh, yeah.
The trailer for the animated one.
From the Rogue Squadron podcast, we're going to go live here pretty fucking soon. So go to twitch.tv/Rogue Squad Pod. Be there.
That's so funny.
God damn.
I know, it's old.
Force Awakens theories, man.
Shit's 7 years old.
And then I'm going to tear the fucking episode 3 apart. You going to watch
No,
it?
it's not. It's 8 years late. Back the fuck. My eyeballs.
You got stuck.
And then the fucking pear is next. You look like fucking Shrek.
Star Wars. Look, what is that? I'm like my face is this way.
Double teeth. That's funny.
Oh my god. Only 2 people. Dixon. He said, I'm at a Tigers game, bro.
What a dick.
What a dick.
Kerner,
Stop.
you're no longer allowed to say Dewanga in the chat room.
He's gonna say it right now. Because he's mad he can't say it.
In the Slack, I mean. That does not contribute to the overall progression of the podcast. You're not allowed to say it. You are Dewanga cut off. From this point forward, Commander has issued the order, and you will follow.
Order 71. No more day one
Order
wangas.
71. Order 68. He just said it. Get him out now while you can, because if you fucking do it in Slack, I'm going to ban your ass. I know it says
said
here.
ban, by the way, not
ban,
bang.
not bang. I know it says you're a mod on Twitch, but seriously. Dimma, thank you for everything that you do. We love you.
No more, man. That makes me mad.
No more what?
It's always up and down with the shit.
I know, it's random. Some guy did message us, by the way, about kid friendly.
I saw that.
I just tried to make it as nice, but also no kids, please. As I tried to make it as like in the middle as I could.
So we had a message that said, "Will the event at Gateway be family friendly?" And he's like, "Hey, Matt, hell no. Please do not bring children."
Yeah, it was hard to. I didn't want to be a dick too, but I was like, "There's no age limit, but our show is not family friendly, so I can't promise 100% clean show. We won't be openly belligerent in public. We probably will, but I can't promise 100% clean show. And I tried to be. The cash bar will be open all night, which means people are gonna be drunk. So don't bring your kid. There'll be cosplayers naked. So."
Unless your kid's gonna be wearing some little Boba Fett shit, and he's gonna get a lot of little kid.
Mini Boba Fett is welcome anywhere.
Yep.
Red Letter Media did not tweet me back, Kerner says.
So what is
By the way, that other YouTube
Owen
channel
McDonald, his cousin, his
fucking up my fucking recording desk, bro. Just chug it like the old days.
I would explode, dude. I can't even. That makes my stomach hurt thinking about how fast I used to chug. Whereas I go, anyone else want one?
Halloween at John Vegas.
Garner, have you ever seen me chug a beer like that? Garner, have you ever seen me chug a beer like that?
Yeah,
where I put it in
yes.
where I put it in an actual bottle,
Being a bitch.
a glass, I mean, where it's like go and I just inhale it and it's gone like in a second and a half. I can't do that anymore.
Dimma, it's because it doesn't. The beer is on one line. It isn't stressed about beer, so people are probably like, Star Wars and artists and cosplayers. It's gonna be like Comic-Con. I should probably bring my kids. But your kids are gonna fucking die at the
Your
event.
kids probably shouldn't go to Comic-Con because there's just titties and vaginas hanging out.
Well, that's the best part.
That's why my
Get them
kid
ready
wants
for
to go.
future.
Yeah, see that shit?
Your kid's gonna turn to the dark side if they come to this event. I should have just fucking responded with that. If you bring your kid, he will turn to the dark side. I probably just should have said that.
He's gonna become bad.
God damn it! I've been trying to respond to all our fucking fans with like quirky Star Wars quotes and shit.
Kid's gonna become Ben Duel instead of Ben Solo.
Ben Duet.
Ben Duet.
That's what you meant to say.
Do what?
Solo, duet, trio, quartet, quintet,
Ah.
sextet.
Octet.
True. I forget what 7 is.
Septet.
Yep.
Come on.
What if that super sexy chick just shows up in a thong? She actually has one of her prints is just panties and a clone trooper helmet.
She's covering herself.
And she's covering. I was like, you should show up in that. That'd be great.
Hey guys, I like Star Wars.
Rogue Squad Pod.
I'm pretty sure someone would get pissed.
And also, we would get banned.
Actually, we might bring in a lot of people. Here, just stand on this podium and dance for a little while.
I really wanted enough cosplayers that we could have like 4 or 5 of them out in that main gateway, like walkway, just walking around as fucking Darth Vader.
Yeah, and just be like,
beer and shit in there. Should probably
dude,
go
if
get
we
it.
had someone have a Darth Vader, a full Darth Vader thing,
The 501st, one of the
they
Darth
could
Vaders
just stand out there
in the
with a
50
fucking beer.
Yes.
And just be like, what are you doing out here? Oh, fucking happy
Yes.
hour at the Star Wars convention up
Yes.
there.
Yes.
Women hate women. Yes, they do.
You reached
Dude,
out to Erica Fett, but is she in Columbus?
No.
And you said what? Trying to reach out to Erica Fett to go. Kerner, you need to call me shit.
Jesus. Who cares?
I can predict your every sentence.
Everybody with big boobs has big boobs.
Dimma, you have a place to stay. Drive over. It's only going to take you like 8 hours.
We got 3 couches.
We got a ton of couches. You can hang out with me and Mopar and Butterclone. And you can hang out. You can go to the event. What about the fuck out of those? Yeah, you guys need to calm down.
Wait, she does live here?
Oh, okay. Well, shit.
Erica Fett lives in Columbus, Ohio, or lives in Ohio, or lives in the United States, or
See,
is in
we
the
just
galaxy.
need to know. We just need someone that knows her because I reached out to this Brit Bliss cosplayer. I got no response. But then one of Ren's artist friends was like, "I know Brit Bliss. She's a cosplayer. You should invite her." And then he made the introduction, and then she's like, instantly, "I'm there."
That's salty as fuck.
No,
I mean, I
it's
guess
not. That's how
it's
people
third,
work.
It's third party.
If some
yeah.
random ass person reached out to us and was like, "I want to come on the podcast," I'd be like, "Dude, call me shit." But if
Ren.
Dimma, or if Ren was like, "I got this artist. He's great. He's hilarious." Ren's
Yeah, I feel it.
Ren's awesome.
I'm excited to just be around Ren again because he's funny.
Yeah, Ren is hilarious. Kerner,
Urine and crayons.
chill the fuck out.
Why isn't Mopar banging it? I
I
just
destroy
don't want to invite
paper
her.
and talk shit.
Oh, we've got another white bush. What is it?
White Husky Gamer. Husky Gaming. We actually just finished our podcast episode. We're just shooting the shit right now with everybody. The episode is officially done, but you can talk to us. We love
If you want to.
If you want to. If you want to do that. If you want to do that.
Dimma, have you ever even seen this stuff? Wolsters?
Fork out that kind of money. Dimmin, there's no money involved, bro. You just have to drive here.
Yeah, dude, gas money. What kind of vehicle do you have? Semi? Jesus. Bring everybody.
It's not that much. Dimma is in New Jersey.
I'm sure Cody and I can put together $50. 25 each for
We gotta
gas.
put $50 for fucking action figures and Facebook ads.
Yeah.
Clark, New Jersey. I have to rent a car. Oh, you don't have a car?
You don't have a fucking car?
Oh, you don't trust it to drive. I understand. Mine just crapped out and I got rid of it.
I mean, steal one.
Yeah,
You can't even get on the highway in it? Jesus.
I understand. I just got rid of mine. Stop.
So walk. Jesus. Dude, sit speeder.
Greyhound, god damn it.
Actually, Greyhound would probably be pretty easy. You just have to take a fucking full day of travel. Because that
Well,
shit
that's
stops.
what you'd have to do in a car too. Just download a few Rogue Squad Pod episodes on your iPhone, and hop on a Greyhound, sit the bus, and just do it. Yeah, Kerner's in Cleveland, and he's not even coming,
Yeah.
bitch.
It's a 350Z.
Yep,
I blow the doors off
370.
350.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
370.
at least a 370.
You need a 370.
Not big.
350 is cool, but like it's not made for that performance that
Yes, it
370
is.
is.
It's a performance car.
Not as much as 370. Man, come on.
Obviously, but the only difference is 0.2 liters. That's why it's a 350. It's a 3.5 liter versus a 3.7 liter. They're both V6s. One just bored out a little more. It's, I think, got 25 more horsepower. It's really not that big of a difference.
Shiz 57. Can you phonetically spell the pronunciation of your name? Because I honestly am curious.
Pi jism cuz us.
57. We actually just finished recording our podcast episode, and now we're just kind of hanging out and talking to people. Kerner.
Yes, I agree, Kerner, but there's nothing else.
All you got to do is take off, leave early Wednesday and take off Thursday. And then work on Saturday instead to make up for it.
I'm taking. I don't know how to do this because I'm gonna take a half day to get set up on Wednesday, and then do I take a half day to not show the fuck up in the morning on Thursday? We're gonna be out till like 2 a.m.
It's up to you. No, it closes at midnight.
Unless I just take Thursday off and still take a half day on Wednesday.
It's up to you.
That's rough, man.
It's up to you.
Oh, all right.
I think it's about time to play some Battlefield.
No more recording tonight.
Oh. Do you want to record something?
I mean, you listed like 3 things that we have to record tonight in the Slack.
No, we didn't have to record them tonight.
Oh,
Oh, wait, I did? What did I say?
I don't know. He said we got to record this, and
I
this.
must have been drunk.
Earlier today.
I probably said Game of Thrones, but I still didn't watch that.
Yeah, I think Game of Thrones was one of them.
We're just going to have to double up on that on Sunday then. Just release them just that way.
On Sunday.
Or on Monday if you want to wait a day.
I forget where you put it if it's not in this.
Probably next episode topics.
I mean, that's where I'm at. I don't know.
I mean, I would like to record the comic version stuff.
Play this. If you describe what it is, I may click on that link.
Yeah, you got to tell us what it is. You can't just put random links in here, bro.
Come on, brah.
We don't know you.
We don't like you.
I don't like you either.
Better watch yourself. We're wanted men. We've got the death sentence on 12 systems.
Shit, I can't do 12. I try to do 12. I just do.
How does
Music.
Yoda emphasize?
It's so vague.
How does yeah, I know sounds.
It's a video.
We're talking shit because we're idiots.
Also,
does
you
Yoda-
said music.
How does Yoda emphasize stuff with numbers, dude? It's like 12. 12 systems, bro. Doesn't he only have 3? Isn't he like the Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, just like the Ninja Turtles.
Matt, Matt, Matt. Matt, Matt, Matt.
Matt.
Oh my God. We are quote asses. That's from You know what's bad is I recently watched.
How did that just like synchronize? I didn't know you were gonna say that. It just immediately popped in my head like Matt.
Because what you said was like you went Matt. Minute. It was the exact time signature at the end of Matt. That was the third Matt. Minute.
Obviously, one of these days, Kevin Smith ready to make a new movie. We got your new Chainsaw Pop right here, motherfucker. Homeboy fucked a Martian once.
Homeboy fucked a Martian. There he goes.
I gotta watch that.
Homeboy fucked a Martian once. That's a bad thing. I just watched Ace Ventura
Yeah,
2.
yeah, amazing.
Not that good.
What? You had a bad day.
Maybe.
You had a bad day. I watched that about a year ago. It was incredible. I watched that. Kerner was down. It was the fucking after Comic-Con. Kerner and Tommy Boy.
I was
was
get
incredible.
it. It's just you completely miss the wow factor. And I know a lot of our stuff, there's not any wow factor left because we watch the same shit all the time. But like, I still knew exactly what he was gonna say, exactly when, and it was just like the only thing I actually really did laugh at was when everything was dust ablaze. Not one damn clue, and then he blinks his eyes. Oh my god!
I love it, man.
Yeah, Ace
Kerner
Ventura
wants to know when we're doing episode 7 commentary. Soon, man.
probably this weekend.
Nina will be gone almost all of Saturday, so that would be a prime candidate to play Battlefield and record commentary.
Well, even though if you're not going, I will probably end up going to Jim Brewer on Friday night. I know it's $30, but those guys don't tour that much. I know, and that's why they do 3.
For me, it's $60 for me.
Yeah, but
Plus
if
drinks,
she doesn't
dude,
go,
it's $100.
she doesn't need to go if the other girl's not going.
Yeah, but I'm not going to see her Saturday, so we got to hang out on Friday.
Saturday night,
That's
she'll
how
be
it
back.
works when you're about to get married. No, she's not.
You're about to
coming
get
back.
married. You got all the years ahead of you.
Nope, that's not how it works.
All the day.
If I want to keep doing this once I'm married, I would like to go. At the worst case, if I don't go, I can still make sure I'm at Easton by the time the show's over with my shit.
No.
Be like, hey, dude.
I'll just have to do an interview by myself, and I'm going to put it on my own podcast.
That's not true.
This is the...
It's never going to happen. Who's going to post it on iTunes? You don't know the fuck how. Lord Kerner.
How to post on iTunes. Google. Takes about 20 minutes, I'm
Just
sure.
joking. We can't do an episode solo. That's not how this thing works. Do you want to talk about Killing Joke, or you want to just stop and then play Battlefield?
I can play Battlefield.
I do want to do the comic versions thing because I have a lot to say about the Killing Joke, and I feel like it's a really great comic and probably shouldn't have been one of the first ones I read. I feel like I don't understand
You didn't
comics
read
enough
The
yet
Dark Knight
to.
Rises
I didn't
yet.
finish it all. I just read the first part of it.
That was 1,000 times better. I'm telling you, that is my favorite by far.
Yeah.
Even with the Vader one where Vader was going belligerent, like I still really like that.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
And you get to see, like, you've seen Batman vs Superman. Now you get to go see like what it's roughly based off of and how much they fucked up. Like they
how
missed.
much they fucked up.
Like Two-Face is in the goddamn book, and this mutant
Yeah, I know.
giant, the mutant gang.
Yeah.
Like none of
Mutant
that's in
gang.
anything.
Right. Well, they can't put that much. They already put way too much in the fucking movie.
Put more.
It had to have been like 5 hours to include all that shit.
Yeah, if you would have asked me, I'm glad I started with that. That was the first one I ever read, and I'm so happy that I read that.
Well,
first.
I did read part 1, so I just need to finish it. So I can go grab that, but I do want to start the comic versions thing too. And you need to wait. Let me catch up because you read Civil War, you read Doctor Strange. I can read those two and catch up.
The Killing Joke, Arkham Asylum, both Vader books. You're way behind.
Yeah,
Civil
I can read
War.
those. I read Arkham, or I read Killing Joke in like
Killing
an
Joke's short.
hour and a half.
Doctor Strange is a little long. The Vader books are pretty short too.
And those will be easier for me because I know Star Wars already.
Right.
I'm still trying to get used to the whole. First of all, the DC universe, superheroes in the comic form as opposed to the movie form.
Well, that's the issue with this book. Is like every sentence you read, every quote, you're like, wait,
Yes.
who is he
Yes,
talking about?
yes,
who is,
exactly.
Who is even saying this fucking thing? And who are they talking about? Because they're just looking at each other. You're like, hey, Nighthawk, what the fuck are you talking? Like, who the fuck's Nighthawk? Nobody. Okay, like.
We can.
I didn't think Doctor Strange was that quick of a read because I knew absolutely nothing about Doctor Strange or even his powers. So, like, even when he started using his powers, I was just like, wait a minute. What the fuck? Like, everyone else is a fucking mutant or a god. This guy just knows shit.
We can do Killing Joke right now if you want.
Sorcerer Elite? Assassin? I don't know. Sorcerer Supreme is his name. That's his title. Sorcerer Supreme. Sounds like goddamn taco.
It does actually. Taco Bell.
Sorcerer Supreme.
Taco Bell.
Can I get it without tomatoes, please?
We can do the Killing Joke, or we can play Battlefield.
Battlefield, because I haven't even seen the Killing Joke for a minute.
All right, comic version starts in 2 weeks.
Saturday.
No,
What are we gonna do Saturday?
episode 7 commentary.
And that's it. We got all day. Couple EUs.
EUs.
I think realistically we could do a couple EUs and do Force Awakens
Here's
commentary.
the thing: if we do 3 EUs, that's 3 weeks of EU stuff that we can put out regularly. Because I want
know.
to do that regular basis. Yes.
Well, I'm just saying after a 3-hour long fucking movie, even though it's The
Yes.
Force Awakens, it's
Yes, I know.
you get bogged down in it.
So, and then we have the May 4th thing on that Wednesday. So we're not gonna truly be able to do fanboy or to comic versions until May 11th. So that's my vote.
Daredevil's in this too.
Wow. Dimma, try to get a Greyhound to Columbus. We will put you up for a day or two. You can go to the event. You can hang out. And then you can watch Civil War with us. And then be on the pod. You can come on the podcast. You can sit right here. Talk about Civil War and how much you hated it. And there you go. Yeah, so Dimma, if you can get us 3 EUs ready by Saturday. If not, that's not a problem because we can always record it first and then you can write it afterwards. But if you want to write it first and have those ready by Saturday, we will do 3 EU extras and episode 7 commentary and Battlefield. I know.
Notice the 2 biggest people on the cover.
Yep, and I see the 4 in the background.
You don't even see the fucking Iron Man.
I see 4 in the background.
Up there he is, you big bad fucking fuck your floor.
Is that Xavier?
I don't know.
Professor X? You just read the fucking thing.
I don't know.
Wolverine.
Professor X isn't in it. He just talks shit all the
Well,
full
who's
film.
that? Bald man sitting down.
Who's this?
If it's not
Dima.
Professor X.
Who's the bald man thinking of shit? Also, what's his face is in it a lot. The guy who was originally Ant-Man.
Oh, yeah.
Hank. No.
Hank Pym.
Hank Pym's in it a lot.
All right, guys. Episode's over. Fuck off.